A vast room opened, filled with countless hands that emerged from the floor, the walls, the ceiling. They reached toward me, stretching impossibly, twisting in ways that defied reality. Each step I took caused new hands to sprout. They pressed into my mind with whispers that promised eternal confinement. The chamber pulsed with a life of its own, alive with a malevolent energy that made it impossible to stop moving. I ran, each movement echoing in the vast space, the sound bouncing off unseen boundaries that shifted and changed like the hands, the relentless hands that never seemed to end. No matter how fast I moved, they matched my pace, their fingers spidery and impossibly long, reaching, grabbing, always reaching, their touch icy cold, yet burning with an unnatural fire. I stumbled, falling to my knees, my breath ragged in my throat. In the oppressive silence that followed, I heard the whispers grow louder. They slithered around me, coiling tight, squeezing the life out of my sanity. I clawed at the hands that dragged me down, but they were many and I was one, my struggles futile against their combined might. They pulled me under, down into a darkness that smelled of decay and dust, where the only light came from the hands, a macabre display of pale, gnarled fingers against the inky black backdrop. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips, my voice trapped within my body, a prisoner in my own flesh. I thrashed wildly, my eyes searching for an escape, for a way out of this nightmare. But there was nothing. The walls were featureless, the ceiling a vast expanse of unending darkness. I was utterly alone in a chamber of endless hands. Then, as suddenly as it began, it stopped. The hands that had reached and grabbed and pulled now lay still, their fingers curled into claws that scraped against the floor. The whispers faded, leaving behind an eerie silence that was more terrifying than the cacophony of the chase. I lay on the cold, hard floor, my body trembling, my breaths coming in shallow gasps. As I slowly regained my senses, I realized with a growing sense of dread that the room was still. It was silent, and I was still. But the peace that descended upon the chamber was as false as it was welcome, for I knew, with a certainty that chilled me to my core, that the hands would move again, that the whispers would rise again, and that my nightmare was far from over.